Hey guys, how you doing? Sorry if there's some noise in the background. There's some diggers still working outside. Um, but I am currently standing up in what will be our upstairs bathroom. I think Emily showed a little bit of this the other day. Been out today, got some plumbing fittings, and I'm basically just going to chase back from where the new boiler is going to go all the way back to where our mains feed is downstairs. So that'll give us our cold all the way up into this bathroom, and then I'll run back and I'll do the hot. Now, before I start all of that, I would like to get an idea of measurements and things like that. So I'm going to go around with a pencil, mark on the wall where I want everything to go, and yeah, then we'll start doing it. But I do want to listen to some music, so it'll probably be a time lapse, so we don't get a copyright. Alright, so this is the area where the new boiler is going to go, and this is actually going to run some central heating as well. I've decided to give central heating a bash. Never done it before. So yeah, there's going to be quite a lot going on underneath here with pumps and things like that. So I need to make sure I leave space for that. Yeah, let's get started. Alright, so that's the first bit done. So I've basically taken the measurement of the boiler that we know that we're going to purchase. It's got better energy efficiency. It's quite flat against the wall. It's not a cylinder like the most of them. It's two small cylinders making a rectangle. So it actually will be nice and snug here. So I've taken the measurements of that and I found the centre. So that has given me a gap at the top, gap at the left, gap at the right, gap underneath. So I start with that point. Then underneath I've got my cold and my hot feed. And I've always got a direction, so that just always allows me to remember where I need to go, what I need to do, the fittings that I need to use, etc. Yeah, and the circles that I add here are for valves. So at each point within any of the systems that I've ever done, I've always put an extra valve so that I can turn that space off and work on it if need be without affecting anything else. To me, it just seems a whole lot easier. And it's kind of a fail-safe, you know, if anything goes wrong, you've got backup. And the valves are, I think they're about 9 lev, something like that. You know, they're not pretty, but they're all going to be hidden anyway. But yeah, 9 lev is about €4.50. So yeah, not expensive. And as I say, just an extra fail-safe. So yeah, from the boiler we go down, we've got a cold and hot feed going in and out. And we've got space here for 2 sinks. Going to do a his and hers. Never done that before. A little bit posh, probably too posh for us if I'm honest, but I thought it'd be really nice. And I'm actually considering, I haven't run this past the wife yet, but I am considering going through the wall, through this wall, the opposite side, and actually installing a sink there as well. That will be Hudson's bedroom. So maybe he can have his own sink to wash his face, do his teeth, all that sort of stuff before he goes to bed. Or alternatively, it might end up being a guest bedroom. So yeah, I don't know. It doesn't hurt to put the stuff in there, whether we use it or not. That's so cool. So now I've come all along this wall, which I just showed you. I've got to go around the chimney stack, left myself loads of space because we're actually going to be putting the waste pipe behind this wall. So the room is 10 centimetres smaller in each direction. It's actually quite a big space just for a shower room. So yeah, we should be okay with that. I'm going to measure up for my drainage where I need to hide it. It's obviously got to go beneath this window here. The hot and cold have also got to go beneath the window. And over in this corner, just behind me, just there, is where our toilet's going to go. So I need to plan for that as well. All of the waste is going to go into the toilet drainage. So we've only got one big 110 pipe exiting the building. It's a lot easier to do all of that inside as opposed to outside. Alright, so yeah, that was really easy. Now we've got a plan for where our shower is going to go. So there's not actually going to be a door here anymore. So that is actually where the plumbing is going, so I've got nothing to draw it on. So I'm going to draw it probably just next to the door, just in that space there. It's just going to be the cold feed coming in and the hot from the boiler. Should be nice and easy. I've just got to measure up a little bit more accurately here because I want this to be in the centre of the shower unit that we're going to be purchasing. It's a 90 by 90, so I just need to go from the wall, measure in 90, do it there, do it at 45 and separate the gap between the two. Right, so that's all done. It's actually only taken me about 5 minutes, it's fine. Yeah, nothing too strenuous. It's going to get strenuous when I need to do the central heating as well, but we'll get there. Right, so basically we're going to be coming into this room. Like I said, there's not going to be a doorway there, that's actually going to be the shower. So this will only be accessed by the room behind me, which is going to be our bedroom. So this will be our dressing area. Now it's got a lovely window facing the front, and where they've cut down the trees now, there is a really nice view here. Let me see if I can show you. So we've got the hills in the distance, and yeah, it's just lovely. Not really seeing any buildings from here. So our plan is to run the water through here. It's going to go downstairs and meet with the cold feed that's currently in the downstairs toilet. So I'm just going to come up and that's going to feed everything this way. What will also happen is it will tee off here. Please excuse our mess, by the way. This is just a storage area. This was our first swimming pool. Yeah, but this area here is actually going to be a bath. So if you imagine, I'm in the corner of the room, now sitting in the bath, and you have the view out of the window. I'm sure Emily would really like somewhere to sit down and do her makeup, do her hair, because we haven't had that for quite a while. So yeah, this could have been another bedroom, but we decided we don't need another one. You know, once we're living upstairs, we'll have our existing bedroom for guests. So I don't think we're ever going to need more than that. So yeah, this is going to be a bathroom stroke changing area. It's going to be lovely. So I will have to go into that room at some point to actually get the feeds up and along to where the bath is going to go. I've got all of the fittings for that already, but that's probably going to be for another day. We've actually got to clear that space and make a new subfloor. It's approximately 15-20 centimetres lower than the other floors on the upstairs. It was never finished, it's still a cob floor. Yeah, we want to raise that a little bit and we can hide all the pipes underneath, which would be lovely. A load of this stuff that we've actually got here is actually from when we first purchased this house. So I didn't know what I was going to need. I didn't know the sizes. I didn't know anything. So and obviously we didn't really have a plan on how we were going to renovate this place. So I bought a boatload. I mean, and the fittings, these for the elbows, I think they're about 15 pence. So yeah, what's that? 20 cents in euros. I mean, so I just bought like 50 of each, and yeah, and this is still what we've got left over. So getting all of this work done, it's costing us nothing, apart from the pipe, which I had to buy today. And one of those lengths, it's 3 meters, 20mm by 3.4, so I actually got the hot water pipe because it's thicker than the cold water pipe to try and insulate and keep that that water warm. So I actually like to use the one with the red stripe on it and avoid the one with the blue stripe. They're the same price as well, so yeah, don't bother buying the blue one, get the red one instead. But yeah, they were £4.90 each. That's Lev. So it's around €2.50, give or take. So yeah, really inexpensive to get all of this work done. You'd probably pay more in labour having someone do it for you.
It's so nice to have like a woodland walk literally out of your back garden gate. It's just normally you've got to kind of drive somewhere, haven't you, really, to get this kind of experience. I think I have a tree stuck in my hair.
Paddle!
The asphalted drive with the barriers and the handrails over the bridge. So this is so much nicer for us to get in and out of our property for driving. Now you can get a van up it. We just don't tell them about what it's like up here. But it stops here. I don't think they're going to go any further. But
well, they did say that maybe from this trench they were going to put a pipe.
Right.
And then cement over the top, so there was a place to turn.
Oh yeah, that would be useful.
So if someone's delivering something, they can stop here
And reverse back up and turn back down.
The problem is the other end, is the hill part.
Yeah, it's very steep.
Where there's no barriers or no trees.
We'll see what they come up with, but we had our first snow this morning, so I don't know how much longer work's going to continue out here.
But they've got a deadline of the 29th.
Have they? They're still working, even though it's very cold. Snow, that's right. You can see the snow. Wait, Hudson, you wait.
So I think I'm going to call it a day now, if I'm honest. I've not done much, but I've planned for everything else. I know that I've got enough stuff. We've got all of the valves, we've got all of the fittings. It's starting to get a little bit dark now, so we've only got this one energy saving light up here, which is no good to anyone.